now another 54 families are not able to go back to their homes because the army is in forcible and illegal occupation of private property. So if there is any illegality or force that has been by the Sri Lanka army, not by the leader of the opposition. These 54 families, or some of them, met the leader of the opposition when he went to Filbati on the 16th of April, I think, the day this incident took place. And there were many people who came for that meeting and complained to the leader of the opposition about many things. Our houses are just across the road. They are not even being used by the army. They are locked up and kept, but they are not allowing us to resettle in our own homes. And they invited the leader of the opposition to come and have a look at that place. That is how the leader of the opposition, with two other MPs, Mr. Srivaran and Mr. Charles Nirmalanathan, went to that place. Upon seeing Mr. Sambandhan's vehicle, the person who was at the central point at the entrance barricade opened the barricade without any question. And the vehicles drove in. And the people also followed in. And they went round and saw the houses. Various people showed him their own house and said, "This is my house." Another man said, that is my house. Army is not even using it. It's locked up and kept. They are not allowing us to go back to our own homes. So Mr. Sambandhan said, when he gets back to Colombo, he will speak to the government about this and left the place. This is all that happened. So he went into that area at the invitation of the owners of those properties, the legal owners of those properties. The army is in illegal, forcible occupation of those properties. So today in the morning, the leader of the opposition met the Prime Minister and has complained to the Prime Minister that the army is preventing people from going back to their own houses. And the Prime Minister assured us that he will call for a report from the army on this matter. That is all I can say about this. If people want an inquiry into the Honorable Leader of the Opposition going into this area, the inquiry must be not about him going into this area. The inquiry must be about the illegal activity of the Sri Lanka army in occupying private residences. That is what the inquiry should be on. That during the fighting, people fled. There was actual warfare. So we understand all that. So all this may have happened during that time. Our position is, but after the war ended, now it is almost 7 years. We are coming up to almost 7 years after the war ended. There is no necessity for the army to continue to occupy private property. Now even in this, although the extent of this area is much larger, more than 25 acres or so, there are almost 23 acres of private property alone in this. Only 5 acres the army has requested, and acquisition proceedings have started. The rest, no acquisition proceedings have even started. So it remains private property. No procedure even has commenced. So all that I am clarifying is that it is wrong to give a picture that there was some army camp of some high security on state land, and the leader of the opposition forcibly rammed his way into that place. No, that is not correct. There is no army camp there. There are people's houses there. Army has been in occupation of that place. Many of those houses are locked up and closed. They did allow some of the people to come back, but still a large extent is controlled by the army. They are not allowing people to go back.
Is there
So I'm not complaining about that. All the times I'm only complaining about this news splash that somehow suggests that he has gone into some state land, high security army cantonment. No, he went to see the houses that are occupied by the army, and we want the army to release it to the people, and we will negotiate, and at the right time frame, we believe the army will do that, because army has been doing that, and we believe the army will do that. The only thing that I'm expressing here is to carry the news that he did not jump into an army camp. හිටි ගත්ත නිසා දැන් රජය ඒක ගන්න බෑ. ඒ ජනතාවට දෙපැත්තම ඒක ගන්න ක්‍රියාවක් නෙමෙයි. එල්ඩීඩී කාලේනොත් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ දේවල් වල පන්ති වෙන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයක්. දැන් ජනතාව නිසා මේක ජනතාව නිදහස් කරන්නට එල්ඩීඩී සටහන් කරේ කියලා ආණ්ඩුව කියලා ඊපස්සෙ අවුරුදු 7කට ආණ්ඩුවත් ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ ඊළඟට යන්න නොදීනවා නම් මොනවද මේ